And we are watching several fires burning here in Southern California. We're going to have an update, including this new evacuation. Making progress, still very dangerous. 370 homes have burned.
CAL FIRE says most of Paradise has been destroyed. Many of the victims were inside their burned out homes. Some were inside their cars. More than 200 people are still unaccounted for.
It has become clear in recent years that California and the entire West have settled into an uneasy new normal of year-round fire seasons. The intensity of these new fires sometimes create hurricane-like microenvironments of devastation that often overtake the best efforts of firefighters on the ground. In response, fire authorities across the state are looking to the skies for ways to get ahead of the runaway firestorms that are devastating California, like the one that wiped out the entire town of Paradise last year.
Well, here in Northern California, more than 10,000 acres have burned. It's going to be weeks, John, before residents are allowed back in here.
The newest weapon fire officials hope to give them an early edge on emergent fire threats is this single aircraft, a converted twin-engine turbo commander outfitted with the latest remote sensing, thermal and infrared imaging technology harnessed into a flying early warning communications center capable of seeing right through smoke cover to reveal early detection of a fire path and its likely direction, and transmit that data to ground control centers who can then deploy fire assets where they are needed the most, and, just as importantly, predict where to send them next. It's called FIRIS, an acronym for Fire Integrated Real-Time Intelligence Systems. Leading firefighting officials have come to view it as a game changer for those in the fire suppression business.
And OCFA Vice Chair, Director Shelley Hasselbrink, who is also...
Many of those officials were on hand Monday, September 23rd, on the tarmac at the Joint Forces Training Base in Los Alamitos to welcome this newest weapon to California's firefighting arsenal in a dedication ceremony moderated by Orange County Fire Authority Chief Brian Fennessy.
Petrie-Norris, thank you very much for being here. Sun's coming out, so we're going to try to move through this quickly. Listen, the fire service is at a pivotal time right now. We're embracing technology like we've never done it before. You know, the types of fires that we're experiencing up and down the state have gotten worse. In the whole western U.S., they've gotten worse. And we're looking for new technology systems. Now, what we talk about today...
Inside the cockpit, pilot, fireman, and air tactical specialist Patrick Bosch describes the specific capabilities of the FIRIS aircraft and how it will be utilized in specific fire environments.
What it's providing is real-time color video and infrared of the fire transmitted from the plane to out to the world via internet satellite, and with that, and primarily it's sending packets of information that is providing a heat signature and a perimeter to the UC San Diego supercomputer, which produces and through modeling produces a prediction on fire spread, direction, and that's what is provided very quickly to ground forces, to command centers, to the fire managers.
Outside the aircraft, Hart Drobish, president of Courtney Aviation, who designed and outfitted the technology inside the aircraft, explains its capabilities and the larger role it will play in fighting fires, particularly here in Southern California.
The key is it's not hiding. Fire's not hiding in its own smoke anymore, because we can see through it with the infrared. Okay, that's the main takeaway here. That's what the powerful piece is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then communication.
We normally fly somewhere between 4 to 6 or 8,000 feet above the fire, depends on. We're generally up with this aircraft and the mission we're doing right now, the ISR, the intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance. We're up out of the way of the other firefighting aircraft. We're able to give a good overview, coordinate, provide a collaborative value.
So you don't get tangled up with the helicopters
Nope.
or with the guys dropping?
The air tankers dropping, no, fire bombers, no. We're up out of the way. That's the point. And when we're in an air attack role, if we were to be in the air attack role, that's where we'd still be up above. We're normally at the top of the stack of aircraft. The only people above us are normally the media helicopters, and then they'll be circling up there.
Are your communications with the San Diego Command Center, are they in real time and immediate?
If whatever agency we're working with, yeah, the communications are real time and they're immediate. The delay from this with the visual imagery is like 2 seconds, and the voice to voice, of course, is the speed of light. So, yeah, absolutely.
You can see through different types of smoke.
We can see through all the smoke. The smoke is all invisible to infrared. Okay, we can't see through clouds.
Several other
Like today,
regional and state officials were also on hand to welcome this new firefighting asset to its new home at JFTB.
It's now my honor to introduce U.S. Army Colonel Nick Dusich, who's made it possible for FIRIS to call this airfield home base. We've become fast friends, and I truly appreciate the invitation to base out here, the hospitality. His staff have been amazing. Thank you, Colonel.
On behalf of the Adjutant General of California, Major General David Baldwin, welcome to Joint Forces Training Base Los Alamitos. Today marks another milestone for the California National Guard's efforts towards intensifying the interagency collaboration and partnership to enhance our ability to support this state's first responders. Less than a couple of months ago, I was visiting the Orange County Fire Authority headquarters. As ideas are often born from just simple conversations and friendship, I asked Chief to consider the unique capabilities and the strategic location that this base offers. We are absolutely thrilled at this opportunity to host the crews and the aircraft charged with such a vital mission for the state of California. We look forward to expanding this relationship beyond this pilot program to maximize the synergy on Joint Forces Training Base Los Alamitos between the California National Guard, the Orange County Fire Authority, and the Office of Emergency Services. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. Our next speaker deserves a big round of applause. Assemblywoman Cody Petrie-Norris made all of this possible. It was her determination to keep citizens safe against wildfires that led her to securing $4.5 million in state funds for this pilot program. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, and good morning. It is an absolute honor and privilege for me to be here with all of you this morning. Thank you to the Los Alamitos Army Airfield and to the Orange County Fire Authority for hosting us this morning. Fire season, as we know, is upon us. 2018 was the most devastating and deadly fire season in history. We all know someone who had to evacuate, who lost their home, who lost a loved one. And right here, right in our backyard, the threat is very real, and the stakes could not be higher. With the threat of wildfires looming right before us, when I became the Assemblywoman for the 74th Assembly District, one of my top priorities was ensuring that we were supporting our first responders and that we were investing in innovative solutions to help improve our effectiveness in combating wildfires. I was able to sit down with the Orange County Fire Authority and with Chief Fennessy, and he painted his vision for the FIRIS program. And I have to say, I immediately wanted to do whatever I could to help make this program a reality. And I'm so proud to stand alongside you today to be able to do that. And I'm also so pleased to say that this program is already showing results. We're already seeing success. I was, as Chief Fennessy said, able to work with the governor's office and with the assembly leadership to secure $4.5 million in funding for this program. That funding, we're already seeing a return on investment. We initially deployed the pilot program at the Tinaja fire, and really excited to share that our hard work to secure these funds has already paid off for Southern California. Wildfires are no longer just a seasonal threat. This is a constant threat. And as California, as we prepare for this new normal, we know that the status quo, business as usual, the way we've always done things, is just not good enough. We need innovative strategies. We need to develop and deploy new technologies. And most of all, we need bold leadership. So I want to say thank you to the Orange County Fire Authority and to Chief Fennessy for bringing this program to the state. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your vision. And I also want to say thank you to all of our first responders, to those men and women who each and every day put your lives on the line to keep our communities safe. As your Assemblywoman, I am absolutely committed to ensuring that you have the resources you need, that you have the tools that you need. And it's an honor to stand alongside you today as we unveil the FIRIS system. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the great state of California.
At one point in the demonstration, the Air Attack Turbo Commander took to the skies over the airfield to simulate a typical air-to-ground operation, delivering real-time mapping and data to this ground-based control center set up on the airfield tarmac. None of this state-of-the-art firefighting technology would have been available to SoCal agencies without first a collaborative effort by local, regional, and state officials to secure the funding to bring such a cutting-edge aircraft into service. At a price tag of $4.5 million, it was State Assemblywoman Petrie-Norris who championed the funding bill that made this FIRIS dream machine a reality.
Will it be deployed throughout the state as far as you know?
Well, the scope of the pilot program currently is Southern California. So the pilot program is a 150-day program that will see us through the height of fire season. And at that point, we will be working with the governor, with the legislature, and with our fire chiefs all across the state to determine the right next steps. I am very, very hopeful that, as I said, this could be a game changer, not just for Southern California, but for the state as a whole, and it's something that we could roll out more broadly.
So is the aircraft itself set up to deploy anywhere in the state, or would it be more likely that if the pilot program is successful, that they would duplicate it with another aircraft everywhere?
My understanding is that it's more likely that you would probably have a regionally based aircraft. That the aircraft that we have currently is covering Orange County, San Diego County, Ventura County, and LA County. And I think if you have much broader of a geographic region, it's a little too broad. So we've got that Southern California base. And my hope, as I said, is if this proves to be successful, which I think it will be, it's something then that we can duplicate and roll out across the state.
We have our aircraft here at Joint Forces Training Base based in
Yes,
Southern
we do.
California today, and we have you to thank for that. So thank you very much on behalf of everyone who has fire on their mind in California today.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support.